toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Great move. Now he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Lopez wants to fire. Takes the easy completion. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Let's go. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Looking to pass, it's Chadwick. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions going forward.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Finds his tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The offense changing the play. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got it in the middle. It's Ship. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll run it. Jukes his way for more. Bringing it back. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Lopez wants to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Steps away. Oh, better look out. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, new set of problems for this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
North Carolina, 0.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snares it outside. It's Green. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Russell. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Now they'll try the right side. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Chadwick. Got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. That will be the final play as they make the stop and the clock